Hello guys, we will see how we can do parallel computing in R. So let's get started. First, we understand what is the meaning of a simple parallel task. So parallel task means doing some multiple things in the same time. If you say in the computer science, parallel computing means execute the multiple instruction in the same time. Before moving forward, we will explore the parallel. We try to understand what is the meaning of parallel so that we can identify the parallel task in the computer programming. So I will explain you in the real life example. So in real life, you can find lots of example, lots of things where you can think you can do in a parallel way. So let us suppose that I have a house. This is the old house, and I wanna do paint. Okay, I want. So in the right hand side, you can see that this is the paint I want in my own house. So what I am doing now, I hire the labor service, and I hired one labor, and which he so basically labor work 8 hours in a day, and one labor finished this task in a 4 days. So each day he finished around 25% of house painting work. Now let us suppose that what if I hire two labor here. So in this scenario, what happens that the work done, the house paint work done in only 2 days. So my time is saved now. So there are lots of example you can find in the real world. And for now, just go forward. So now what I am telling you, here is the note. What is the note? Task should be independent. So the task should not be dependent. Otherwise, you will getting problem. Okay. Let us suppose that a color maker, as you can see in the slide, and a labor one. So somehow reason labor don't know how to make a color. Okay, he want a red color on. He want to do red color on the ceiling. So he don't know how to mix the things, chemical things. Okay, so what? I have to hire another man color maker who do this type of things. So here labor one is depend on the color maker. In this situation, now labor one can't proceed further unless and until color maker will not finish his work, right? So labor here depend on the color maker work. So let us suppose that color maker takes 2 3 days to do this task, and because in this scenario labor has a no option other than that he have to wait for color maker, so he can't proceed further. So always try to minimize the dependent work while you are doing the parallel task in real life also and in computer programming also. Likewise, we saw the real life example. Suppose now let's come in the computer programming. So I wanna do square root of the each element of array. So this type of task is called, you can say it is a each task is a independent task. Okay, there is no dependent here. Whereas in the beside, you can see that this is the dependent task where I am computing the two function here, sum function and mean function. Here mean is dependent on the sum function. Okay, likewise you can find lots of example in the computer programming. It doesn't mean that you should always avoid the dependent task. You can perform in a parallel way on the depending task, but you are facing in this scenario problem, data race problem. So it is little bit hard, but it is also possible. But here in this series, parallel computing in R, we will focus on the independent task. There are three methods of doing parallel computing in programming. Synchronous programming. Here, we force the CPU to do task when it is free. Here, only one process do work. In the multi-threading, we create a multi-thread. A thread is simple a function within a one process, and here only one process do work. In multiprocessing, as the name suggests, here we will create a multiple process. So like I wanna do something. So in the previous slide, I wanna do square root of the each element of array. So I can create a three process for doing the this type of task. Okay. So in the R programming, so R programming is a single threaded language. That's why we I haven't seen any multi-threading library in the R. So we will proceed with the asynchronous programming and the multiprocessing. So thank you for today. See you in the next video.